Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone and our lecturer Dr. Basaria. From Group 4, we present about the risk management in Asia. So today I'm Norma Sarvinti Omar, metric number 265674. We start with the introduction of Asia and the internet environment in Asia. So for the introduction, Asia established in year 1993 and commenced their operation in year 1996. In 2001, Tune Air Sendian Berhad by Tony Fernandez Company have purchased the airlines from the AP Hicom. So AirAsia has a cross-border joint venture in Asia with base in Bangkok and Jakarta, and their main base is the LCCT at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, Kota Kinabalu International Airport, Senai International Airport and Penang International Airport. So AirAsia is well known as Malaysia's low-cost airlines and even Asia's largest low fare. With their slogan is now everyone can fly. Okay, the next one is internet environment of AirAsia. So the internet environment will be set by the board of directors, which is they committed to implement and maintain a risk management and internal control environments. So here is the list of the AirAsia board of directors. So board of directors will be assisted by the risk management committee. So this committee will set the company tone, and they also will be assisted by the risk management department, which is this department will develop risk policies, set minimum standards, provide guidance on the risk-related matters, and also coordinate the risk management. So we will move to the internet environment of AirAsia. So their philosophy is based on around a low-cost strategy that demands lean, simple, and efficient operation. So here is some of internal control that happens in AirAsia. First, the adequate insurance and physical safeguards to avoid the material losses. Second, a detailed budgeting process. Third, the information security to protect their data and confidentiality. Third, the governing business through intranet portal. The fourth one is the implement segregation of duties. So Asia have a level of authority, so any amendments that they want to do will be tabled and approved by the board of directors. As I will move to objective settings and strategy to achieve it. First, to reduce negative environmental impact by reducing carbon footprints and promote sustainable use of natural resource. Second, Asia want to promote sustainability throughout the group, so they establish SWGC. SWGC signs an agreement to uphold a CORSIA, which is a carbon offsetting and reduction scheme, and their aim to reduce greenhouse gas. Third one is the establishing AirAsia as a sustainable brand by promoting low price to their customer and safe travelling experience campaign. So that's all from me. I will pass to my next member.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. My name is Roslay Razi. My metric number is 252638. So today I would like to present to you about the risks that we have identified in the Asia. So the first risk is the strategic risk. Political and environmental uncertainty is a political instability, market downturn and natural disaster, or other event outside of the group control in the countries that the group operate could affect the demand for the flight or the operation to the destination. So this risk give the significant impact on the demand itself. So the assessment in the AirAsia is the maximum acceptability. So what can AirAsia do is manage this risk by doing the environmental scanning and information distribution, and also create a crisis management team to respond and reduce the high impact of the risk. So when we looking at this risk metric, we can see that political and environmental risk give the high impact, but the likelihood to happen is low for happened. Next is the competition and reputation and branding. I will focus on the reputation and branding. So this risk is a reputational damage stemming from the adverse media publicity or the social networks. This risk give the impact on the group reputations as it will influence other passenger and potential customer. The assessment for AirAsia is the high acceptability. What Asia can do is to manage this risk by understanding the customer or the market preference, monitor the customer feedback from the social networks, and respond faster toward the customer issue. So we can see here the reputation and branding give the medium impact, and the likelihood to happen is high. Same goes to competition. The likelihood to happen is high, but the impact for this risk is low. So we move to the next risk is the investment risk. investment risk and the system outage. So I will focus on the system outage. So this risk is the outage of the mission critical system that require for continuity of the flight operations and revenue channels, which may result in the significant loss. This impact on the customer trust and then image on the AirAsia itself. So the assessment is the maximum acceptability. AirAsia need to avoid this risk by develop, implement and test the system occasionally. So when by using this risk metric, we can see that investment risk give the medium impact and the likelihood to happen is medium. For the system outage, this risk give the high impact but likelihood to happen is the medium.
Okay, before I continue my part, my name is Dura Afika binti Jaha. Matrix number is 259499. The next risk is on the value change disruption. It is a failure in airport services such as fueling systems, baggage handling systems, or customs, immigrations, and quarantine processing. So the impact on this risk is the business disruption and also the loss of the customer's trust. This is because business disruption leads to the delays in operation, such as the flight delays. So the customer needs to wait for a long time. So they might want to change to other airlines. So as you can see, the risk matrix, the impact is high and also the likelihood is high. The assessment is maximum acceptability. So the response is to avoid by monitor and corresponds to the potential service disruption in order to minimize the operation impact. So the next one is to create a value change emergency plan, including other alternatives to reduce the disruption. Okay, the next risk is fuel price risk. It is under financial risk, whereby it is regarding the changes in the fuel prices. The impact is on the fare price, whereby the fuel price is fluctuated. When the fuel price increases, so does the fare prices. So the customers might want to change to other cheaper airlines. So as you can see, the risk matrix, the impact is high and also the likelihoods. So the assessment is maximum acceptability. The risk response is to avoid by using hedging strategies to manage the exposure to the fuel price volatility, and also they could buy or sell expected future price through various of investment products. Okay, the next risk is foreign currency risk. It is also under the financial risk. The risk is regarding the foreign exchange rate, in particular the ringgit Malaysia to the US dollar. The impact of this risk is on the profit after tax, shareholders' wealth, and the interest of the potential investors. This is because when the profit is low, so the dividend to the shareholders could be less, and also the potential investors might lose interest to invest in the company. So in the risk matrix, the impact is medium and the likelihood is high. So the assessment is a high acceptability. The response to this risk is to manage by using hedging activities and derivative products. And also they need to ensure the decision making related to the foreign transaction is profitable to the company.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Ismawani binti Muhammad Yusri, matric number 252632. I will continue the presentation with the net risk, which is non-compliance to regulatory requirement. This risk is about litigation risk arising from potential breach of local laws and regulations and authority requirements in multiple jurisdictions. This risk will give impact on its financial statement, and it may also create bad perception of AirAsia Group from the view of investors, creditors, employees, or the general public. Based on the risk metric, the risk assessment is low impact, medium likelihood, and moderate acceptability. The risk response is accepting the risk by engaging with local regulators and authorities, and also monitor regularly the new or amended regulations. The next risk is data security and privacy risk, which is violation of data privacy laws
and regulation, and loss of customer confidence due to a data breach. This risk will give impact on loss of existing and potential customers' loyalty and confidence towards AirAsia Group. The risk assessment based on the risk matrix is low impact, low likelihood, and moderate acceptability. Because of the low impact and low likelihood, the risk response is just to accept the risk. The company must accept the risk by establishing a data governance framework that will be used to review existing policies and ensure compliance to laws, regulations, and best practices of data privacy. The last risk is sustainability risk, which include economic, environmental, and social impact that may adversely affect the group. The risk will give impact to the company's long-term financial result and sustainability. The risk assessment based on the risk matrix is medium impact, low likelihood, and high acceptability. Because of the medium impact and low likelihood, the risk response is to manage it. The company needs to manage the risk by establishing a committee to provide guidelines and ensure the company follows environmental requirements. I think that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good day to Dr. Bazaria and everyone. I am Kugan Sukumaran, metric number 267607, here to present a conclusion for our written project. AirAsia Group Berhad is the leading low-cost airlines in Southeast Asia, which has expanded rapidly since 2001 with the simple slogan, "Now everyone can fly." Hence, we had identified 15 significant risks involved in AirAsia Group Berhad, where from this risk, we analyze the risk, we suggest the suitable method on how the group should respond to those risks. So, it is crucial for every company to have risk management committee and risk management framework, which they can analyze the possible risk in future that can affect the company's performance. The AirAsia Group Berhad has established Risk Management Committee, RMC, to oversee the risk management activities of the company and the group. It supports the board in fulfilling its responsibility for identifying significant risk and ensuring the implementation of appropriate system to manage the overall risk exposure of the group. Additionally, in 2019, the group took a key initiative to establish a management level risk committee, MRC, to increase the participation by management in risk management process. The MRC is tasked to review the key risk of the groups prior to submission of RMC every quarter. To conclude that, the group has their own risk management framework to identify, evaluate, and mitigate the potential risk and crisis that can impact the group's performance, and the most significant risk of the group faces will not bring any drastic impact on the group's performance. That's all from us today. Thank you.